So today I'm kind of deviating away from the cards, but instead we're going to be making 2 tags today and have plenty of ideas at the end. So to start off with, I just cut out some tags with these civics dies that cut out tags, and I cut them out with some watercolor paper, some Canson watercolor paper. And then I took another sheet because I'm going to be stamping some flowers and I intend to cut them out. And the flowers I'm using are Tim Holtz Floral Garden flowers. I'll have the video I did on them carded up here. I think I've been using them a lot recently, so that's very good. I think it's a beautiful set and I really do recommend it to a lot of different people because it's so beautiful and so useful. So anyway, one thing about this set is you have to take out your black foam and the Misty. I almost forgot that at first. And then I'm just going to take my Memento Dewdrop ink in Tuxedo Black. I'm just going to stamp it down onto the card base, the watercolor card base, and I think I did it 2 times to get a very good impression and a darker look because that's what I wanted. And yeah, now we're going to start working on the tag. I have these 2 stamp sets. They're from Creative Stamping magazines, and I'll actually have them carded as well because I did videos on those as well. And I think they're both Christmas enough themed stamp sets, but I used them in my normal crafting. And the one on the left is actually this frost inspired one. It's the first time I ever used it and I've been wanting to use it for so long. And the other one is this little tree, this tree stamp that kind of fills in a tree, and again I hadn't used it and I kind of used them in unconventional ways. And the really good nice thing about these tags, I think, is that it's kind of mixed media, but it's kind of clean mixed media, so you don't have to be spilling paint everywhere and everything. But so that was a nice deviation from the cards I was doing. I made so many Christmas cards this year. So anyway, I'm just going to take out my Wow ultra thin embossing powder. It does not give a very thick sheen, but it does the job for resisting the color. So anyway, next I'm just going to start coloring in everything.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when 'tis cold and dreary.
Okay, so once I was done all the colouring, I decided to add some splatters to my flowers. I actually lost the footage of me colouring the flowers, but I think we all know how to do that at this stage. I have plenty of videos, and if you follow the card I showed you, it'll be there. But anyway, I took my white palette and I just spritzed some of the white paint with my paintbrush, and that was a very good one. And I think I also did it on the tag a bit as well, and it's obviously to add some snow to make it a bit more interesting and kind of tie the whole thing together in the end as well, so that's never a bad thing. And yeah, and I also did it on my tag as well. So when that was done, I took some Heidi Swap Colour Shine in the colour mint green, I think, and I really wanted to add something to the background. So I kind of just dotted it all over the background, and I realised it was much too green. So I took some water and kind of just mixed it out with a paintbrush, and then again I realised much too green, so I dabbed most of it off with some kitchen roll. So yeah. But look, it was like that and it was fine. And then I took some Tim Holtz white picket fence dauber paint, and I just went around that with that around the edges, so that kind of gave us a nice white effect, or not around the edges. And then I'm going to put the entire thing together. So I have this kind of hemming tape, low quality hemming tape. It kind of just gives a nice effect, kind of a misty effect over little things. And I just stuck it down with some hot glue, burned my fingers in the process, and I just kind of stuck down 3 vertical stripes. and I think 2 horizontal strides. This was just to give texture, and it really did in the end, and I really like how it looks. So I just did that, continued layering them, and then I took my 3 stems of the flowers. I took all 3 from the set and I hot glued them down with hot glue, and it was really enjoyable doing it with no double-sided tape. I don't know, I really enjoyed it with hot glue. It was so much faster. And then stuck down the second one, and then the third one right on top of my hemming tape, which I obviously could not have done with any other like hot glue with double-sided tape. So then I started on my flowers. I'd kind of pre-arranged them already, but then I didn't do it, so I just kind of made it look good enough, but it wasn't perfect. But you know, it's nice to have it not perfect at the end. So I just stuck those down with the hot glue, and yeah. And I'm just messing around fiddling with it. I decided to add my hole in the top using an old hole puncher. And then I took some ribbon. I think this is American Crafts ribbon. I bought it like 5 years ago at the start of my crafting career, actually. So that's just a little, it's a sentimental piece. And then I'm going to take some stickles in lavender and 2 cheaper colours of, like Tonic Nuvo drops, except they're really low quality and they deflate, but I'm trying to use them up. So I just put those all over the background. I did tree, and tree of each colour. I kind of regret it, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. And I also added a little sentiment from a sticker set, and I think that really tied everything together. In the end, it said like Christmas wishes or something very simple. So yeah. And now we're going to move on to my second tag, which is a more masculine tag, but it's very different. So to start off with, I cut out my tag, and I have these Lawn Fawn stitch border dies, and to cut out these stitch borders, I actually have underused them to such a big extent you don't even know. And one is like a cross, and then there's diagonal stitch marks, and then there's straight. And I just kind of laid those onto my tag and kind of making sure they're even, and then I put some washi tape on them and stuck them together, and then I actually repeated that. I didn't show it because my tripod was getting in the way and everything, but it gave a really nice effect. And then I took some distress inks in mustard seed, fired brick, and the orange one, marmalade something I think, and then I just kind of blended that all over the background, going from yellow at the bottom to orange to red at the top. And then once that and then I actually added some other things. I lost the footage for that again. There's a dog from the Tim Holtz Crazy Dog set, and some Marianne Designs blue die cut Christmas trees in the background, and that just kind of made it like a woodland scene. And then I just stuck down my sentiment, of course it's out of sight, and yeah, I'm just sticking down my sentiment. I actually put it on some cardstock so I could stick down with my hot glue. I really recommend doing that, it was very good. And then I just decided to kind of make some falling snow in the background. So I had these little dimensional half pearl things, and they were really nice colours, so I just kind of stuck those down all over the background using my hot glue gun. I could have done it without, but I really wanted them to stay on, so I just used my hot glue gun. It wasn't a bother at all, except me obviously burning my fingers to death, but you know. And I'm just continuing to do that. And while I'm here, can you please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel? It would mean the world to me. And check out all the cards I've done. And if I don't talk to you again, have a happy Christmas, because I'll try to do videos, but actually I probably will. So once that was all done, took quite some time, as you can see, I decided to add some little snowflake stickers onto it. So I did, and I just took some snowflakes on it, pretty self-explanatory. So next I'm going to show you some tags I made for my family. Hope they don't see this video. So this is actually a card that I made with some Anita's decoupage paper and some DoCrafts geometric neon paper, and I just cut into circles and kind of layered it. The next one is the background is origami paper, and the stamps are all to new, and the works die, and the Japanese thing is from some, I don't know what company. It's a rub-on actually. The one you saw right now And I think my phone is in the way. I don't know how I got there. I'm really sorry. And the next thing is the one I showed you today. And the last one, oh no, that's the last one. I used the Timos Crazy Birds and Crafts papers and things, and just some nice twine. So anyway, that's it for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and check out these videos. Bye!